Hello, my name is Yugdamor and welcome to Data Frame. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you guys time series forecasting. So in this video, you are going to learn what is time series data. Then you are going to learn the difference between normal ML problem and time series problem. Then you are going to learn approaches to solve time series problem. Okay. So now first I am going to explain what is time series data. Okay. So over here, suppose you have one temperature sensor. By using this temperature sensor, you can take temperature readings. Okay. So now you are going to take some reading at some interval. And suppose that interval is 1 hour. Okay. So we are going to take reading at every 1 hour. So over here in this table, you can see that we are going to take first reading at 11 o'clock, second reading at 12 o'clock, and third reading at 1 o'clock. Okay. So our first reading is 31 Celsius. So we will put it over here. Then our second reading is 33 Celsius. So we will put it over here. Then our third reading is 35 Celsius. So we will put it over here. Like this, we are going to take reading till 7 o'clock. Okay. So now over here, you can see that in afternoon, the temperature is increasing. And in evening, the temperature is low or it's going down. Okay. So now over here, whatever you can see in this table is known as a time series data, because the temperature reading is taken at every 1 hour interval. Okay. So any data where we take reading at some fixed time interval is known as a time series data. So the another example of this could be stock market prices. Okay. So now I will explain what is time series forecasting. So suppose you are data scientist. Okay. And I am providing you this data. Okay. And based on this data, I am asking you to predict the temperature at 7 o'clock. So this is known as a forecasting. Okay. By observing previous reading, you are predicting the future temperature. So this is known as a time series forecasting. Okay. So over here you can take one approach, like you can take a mean of the last two value. So mean of this last two value will be 32 plus 30 divided by 2, which will be 31. Okay. And the another approach you can take is you can give more weight to the recent value. So over here recent value is 30. Okay. So you can give more weight to this value. And how you can do that? You can multiply it with 0.8 and you can multiply this value with 0.2. So there is more weight to this value. Okay. Recent value. So it will give us 13.4. Okay. So like this, you can predict the value of temperature at 7 o'clock. Okay. I will discuss all this method in detail in upcoming videos. Okay. So now what is difference between normal ML problem and time series problem? Okay. So in normal ML problem, we have some X variable and we train the model on that X variable and predict the Y variable. Okay. So in any ML problem, there is independent and dependent variables. Okay. So in ML problem, there is x1, x2, x3 independent variable and y dependent variable. So we train our model on this variable and predict the value of y. Okay. So this is not the case in this time series. Okay. In time series, we are having only one variable, which is temperature at some interval. Okay. So over here we predict the upcoming value by observing the past values. Okay, so to predict the value at 7 o'clock, we have to first observe this value and then we predict this. Okay, so this is the main difference between normal ML problem and time series problem. Okay, so here we predict the next value from previous observations. Okay, so now what are different patterns in time series data? So there are some patterns in time series data, and the first one is seasonality, the second one is trend, and the third one is unexpected. Okay, so first I will explain the seasonality. So to explain this, I will take one chart of temperature of 1 week. Okay, so over here you can see that in morning the temperature is very low, and at the night the temperature is very low, but in afternoon the temperature is high. Okay, so as you can see that every day in afternoon the temperature increases. Okay, so this is known as a seasonality. Every day in afternoon the temperature is high, so this is known as a seasonality. Now the second one is trend. Okay, so over here if you can see, every day in afternoon the temperature is high, but if you draw one line over here, you can clearly see that with seasonality, every day there is seasonality, but with seasonality every day the max temperature increase by some value. Okay, so over here if this is around 50, then here it will be around 51, then over here it will be around 52 or something like that. Okay, so this is known as a trend. Okay, it is increasing with seasonality. So this is, so now I will explain the unexpected. So over here, suppose that the graph is like this on July 4. Just ignore this part for now. Okay, so it was raining on July 4 in afternoon. Okay, that's why the temperature is very low, but this is unexpected thing. Like over here, you can take example of current pandemic. Okay, so due to this pandemic the stock prices are like very low, which is unexpected. Normally there is some trend, there is some pattern in stock prices, but due to pandemic the stock prices right now is very low, so this is known as a unexpected. So that is it for this video. In upcoming video I will explain all these topics in more detail with Python implementation. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to like this video if you like it, and share it if you found it value. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.